up, my lovelies? This is Liz. Thank you and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, kindly subscribe, thumbs up, and like if you can. If you like what you see here, I'd really appreciate you being here. So I'm just gonna get right into the video. So this video is actually things that I did to prepare myself for child 1 and child 2, to child 2. So I hope it blesses you. And if you are a mama and you have multiple children and you have things that that are not listed here that helped you, kindly leave it in the comment below. You never know who you're helping out. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So the first thing I would say is to include the first child as much as possible. From when the baby is in the stomach, include them by reading books to them about them being big brothers and sisters. They also have to prepare as much as you do. So it's really important to talk to them. If you know the baby's name already, tell the child, let them call the baby by the name, rub the belly, speak to the baby. There are times there's a certain gestational age where the baby starts to recognize voices. So, I mean, it's awesome for the baby to already know his big brother or sister's voice from when he's in the stomach, or she. So when they come out, they have this special bond already. It's also important that you should get this, something that I learned from a fellow YouTube mommy, to get a gift for the for the big sister or big brother at the hospital, and just kind of make it seem like it's coming from the baby, if that makes sense. So that kind of brings this excitement that, wow, the baby is actually giving me things instead of taking something from me, right? Because a lot of times that's what causes sibling rivalry and jealousy, because they feel like, well, this little baby is coming and taking all my mom's attention and my dad's affection. But just to show them that it's okay, baby has actually come with really good things too. So the second thing I would say is just expect things to be a little bit different. You know, even if you have if you have your first child and you have an easy, you have easy pregnancy, delivery, everything, and you have a really easy baby in general, you might not have that for the second baby, and vice versa. So even if you have the first time, it can be like this. It can be like a completely different situation all over again. So just be alert and know things might be different this time. It's very rare for you to have the exact same things, because children have personality differences, behavioral differences. So just expect that difference. The third thing I'm going to say is there will be some kind of chaos, right? So if you are typically a really organized person, for that first few weeks that the baby arrives, it is okay if things are a little bit disorganized. I'm not saying it's gonna continue to be like that, because once you get things on your own pace, it gets better. And once you start being more organized, it gets better. But that first few weeks, your only aim and your only focus is just to get the baby right in the right feeding schedule, especially if you're breastfeeding. That's all. It's so draining, and you get yourself well rested, and just the survival of you and your baby, holding on to God, that's something that should be your primary focus. So if things are not exactly how you would like it to be, it's okay, it gets better, right? So the other thing I'll say to expect is lack of sleep, at least for the first few weeks, right? Lack of sleep and downtime. So when my son was born initially, he was the only one I had. So that philosophy where people tell you sleep when your baby sleeps makes sense, because when he's sleeping, you get to sleep because there's nobody else you have to look after. But when you have a second child, it's really important that, especially if you have a toddler or a child who doesn't go to daycare, and you're still taking care of that child like I am, it's really hard sometimes to sleep when your baby sleeps. So just finding that balance. And how I did it was, I honestly don't have any secret. I just did not sleep well. I just didn't sleep well because at night I had to wake up and feed my baby. During the day I had to be alert and attend to my toddler, read to him, make sure that he's on his best behaviors, and just doing things right? And that means my focus, my attention has to be on high alert. So I couldn't just nap, and for those of you that have help, it's great, you can still do it, but still you have to expect that you will not get that much sleep. Okay, one thing I would like to share is you will certainly be more laid back this time. So there are some rules that people have, like the amount of TV time your toddler can watch and all that stuff would start to shift a little bit, because sometimes you might just need a little break, and maybe watching a TV show for 30 minutes extra might be what you need. So sometimes you're just a little lax, and things that you would go for, things that you would even purchase. So there are certain things that you probably bought for your first child that you probably found that it wasn't really effective, or it was just a waste. So most times, second time moms, tend to be more, you know, they're kind of more condensed and just buy things that they actually need, not just like bunch of like random stuff, right? So it's okay, you're gonna be laid back, does not make you a bad mom. It's just part of what comes with it. And the fifth thing I was gonna share is you would find your own rhythm. At some point you will get more organized, you get into your own flow. A lot of people will give you advice, but just know that you will come into your own and you'll start to do things the way you've naturally been doing it, just more efficiently with 2 babies, right? And there's some tips that I would like to throw out there is that it really does get better. A little different, but it really does get better. With the right flow of things, with the right help, it really gets better. And the other thing is you ask for help when necessary. Nobody gives a plan for super mamas, so you have to ask for help. What got me through my time was just ask for spiritual help. There are just sometimes I have to take a minute and just ask for the guidance of the Holy Spirit. Speak over myself that I can do all things through Christ that gives me strength. Those things really does work, and it helps me know, I got it. I got it with the help of God. So I really hope, you're not scared. You got it, mama. And I'll see you in my next video. Kindly thumbs up and subscribe. And if you're a mom, like I said earlier, and you have other things to share, please share it below. I'm sure it's gonna bless other mamas. Thank you again for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Pito on the beat.